The following is a presentation of the Retro Network.
Come on in, sit a spell. We've got stories and jokes to tell. It's gonna be a great Noel. It's the Advent Calendar House. Muppets, Batman, Smurfs, and even Garfield's Halloween. We're gonna take a trip down memory lane. Frosty, Rudolph, and a bunch you've probably never seen. It's Mike and pals that come to entertain. Turn the knob and lift the latch for fun and laughs that can't be matched. But just beware the icy patch. It's the Advent Calendar House.
Welcome to the Advent Calendar House, a holiday specials podcast that can walk and talk on its own, but only when no one's looking directly at it or listening to it. We're all just shouting into the ether at nobody. Today's Christmas special is one I didn't even know existed until I think last year, but I immediately recognized the characters from it, so I bumped it up in my queue. So join us as we clandestinely claw our way back to 1992 to discover the Teddy Bear's Christmas. I am perpetually hungry house dog who actually does eat homework, Mike Westfall. And joining me is the first bear of a set of dozens to discover the power of speech and can immediately communicate in perfect English. It's Ethan, the hungry reader. Hey, Ethan.
Shoot, I'm not supposed to talk when video is on.
Oh, shit. Sorry. And a kind old mall employee who mysteriously knows your favorite childhood comic book hero. It's Anthony Strand. Hi, Anthony.
Hey, Mike. That actually is one of my skills.
Oh, beautiful.
I do know people's favorite childhood comic book heroes just by looking at them.
It's true. Thank you both for being here. I don't think any of us had seen this before, correct?
I sure hadn't.
Not a clue. I was familiar with the characters because I had actually seen them as part of my own show before. As you may know, we do a regular sort of Christmas special watch-in where I get all my friends together to react to them, and we watched. Not for Christmas. It was the Teddy Bear's Halloween.
Oh,
which must be a sequel to this one.
Okay, yeah, must be. All right. So the reason I found this was because it's a sequel to an earlier special called The Teddy Bear's Picnic from 1989. It's based on the old song. I remember watching that one a lot. It was on the Disney Channel. I think my sister really took to it. She would have been 3 at the time, so that tracks. So when I was looking for things I hadn't seen before, I saw this. I recognized these 2 main teddy bears, Wally and Benjamin. They're both in outfits that I remembered immediately. But I didn't know about this Christmas special, which it turns out is a prequel to that picnic one.
Oh.
We're going to see how Ben and Wally meet.
So we had, in fact, already met Wally. This isn't a small bear being reestablished as brother bear situation.
No, it's not. No, the Teddy Bear's Christmas first aired November 29th, 1992. It was a Sunday on CTV in Canada and the Disney Channel in the US. And it looks like the Disney Channel ran this nearly annually through 2000, which surprised me.
That is impressive.
Yeah, because I was watching the Disney Channel a lot by the late 90s, and unlike the two of you, I had no prior experience with this thing. I didn't recognize the characters. This was all new to me. This was a brand new adventure.
Oh, wow. And then, Ethan, you mentioned that Halloween special. It's called the Teddy Bear's Scare.
Oh, that's right.
Which is from 1998.
Wow.
Yeah. A year before that, in 97, there was apparently one called the Teddy Bear's Rescue.
These teddy bears had legs.
Yeah, well, and then in 2003, they got their own series.
They did?
Yeah, it's called The Secret World of Benjamin Bear, which ran on Canada's Family Channel for 4 seasons and nearly 6 years.
Great.
Wow, this is like the modern Buttons and Rusty.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, this made it all the way through the odds.
Oh, man, Buttons and Rusty. That cue Obi-Wan, there's a name.gif. It said Buttons and Rusty. Like, that's wild.
Yeah.
Takes me back.
For more information on Buttons and Rusty, listen to the episode Mike and I already did about the Christmas tree train.
That's right. That has a Halloween special that I'll have to come back to.
It's true.
So Canadian kids in the aughts probably grew up with Benjamin Bear, may or may not have known about this earlier Christmas special, but with my own history with the Teddy Bears Picnic, I had to check it out. And if you want to check it out, it's on YouTube. There's several different copies on YouTube. Take your pick. But here we go. The Teddy Bears Christmas opens with the message,
For anyone who has ever owned a teddy bear or wished to.
Do you know anyone who wanted a teddy bear but never got one?
No, that's what I was about to say. Who's wishing for a teddy bear, just longing for one and not getting one? They're not hard to come by.
No.
If you've been longing for a teddy bear and you're not getting one, you probably live in like some sort of Victorian orphanage where you get whipped for not salting the stairs properly or something.
Or you like have an evil step-parent who's locking you in the attic. But then we get this really beautiful shot of a snowy city park with glowing lights hanging on some otherwise bare trees. This is gorgeous.
Yes. And those would, of course, be electric lights. But
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, we're going to have some doubts about when this takes place.
Oh, I have no idea. It is very much out of time in a lot of senses, but kind of get a picture. But we'll get to that. We zoom in on a big Victorian-style house where we find one of our titular teddy bears sitting on the window. This is Ben, the aforementioned Benjamin Bear, and he's going to be telling us about one particular Christmas a couple of years ago.
This is a situation where I feel it would have been better if there had been a stronger delineation between the bear in teddy mode and the bear when he's animated, like the two versions of Hobbs.
Yeah.
Because we have Benjamin just sitting there being the teddy bear, but he looks like he's supposed to start talking, so instead he just looks like he's sort of lost in a private reverie of regret. Like, oh, Christmas always reminds me of all the mistakes I made.
Right, and at this point, we're hearing his thoughts.
Did we have this much snow last year? I don't think so. But the year before that, now that was a very snowy Christmas. And what a Christmas to remember.
So you might be wondering, is this a Garfield situation where he just doesn't move his lips, but then later he does?
Yeah, they can move their lips or not as they choose, it seems.
Right.
This special, as with every special that focuses on toy characters, has to sort of invent its own cosmology of how toys work.
Yes.
Some of it has a little bit to do with Toy Story. Some of it is more like The Secret Life of Toys /
Christmas
Rugby
Toy.
Tiger. Yeah,
Oh,
Christmas Toy, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of the Christmas toy in this thing.
There really is. I have that note later, but yeah, we can talk about it now. I was reminded quite a lot about the Christmas toy.
I assume that was why you invited some of your friends from the Muppet community for this one, but...
That was kind of a happy accident. I didn't think about it until afterward.
I honestly assumed it was because I grew up in North Dakota, which borders Manitoba. Like, I kind of assumed you thought I got the CBC as a child, which I did, for the record.
I have friends who, for that.
I suppose so, yeah.
Oh, that means you got to watch Fraggle Rock for free!
Yeah, there you go.
I'm too young. I'm too young for that. Yeah.
So Ben is voiced by Jonathan Crombie, who, besides this, was best known from the Anne of Green Gables miniseries from the 80s as Gilbert Blythe. Anybody watch Anne of Green Gables?
Yes, many times.
Okay.
Love it. One of the greatest things ever made.
So you know this name.
That's the thing. This was the name that I recognized. I wouldn't have placed this as being Gilbert, but that especially that first miniseries, they did 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And the first one is a real faithful adaptation of the book. And our pal Jonathan Crombie here, the late great Jonathan Crombie, he died quite young actually.
Yeah.
He was quite good in that, but Megan Follows as Anne is astonishing. It is one of the great child teen performances in anything ever, I think. So like just if you have any interest in Anne of Green Gables, listeners, and have not watched the 80s miniseries, you really should. It's wonderful.
It was a very big deal. I remember.
Oh, yeah. Like, I remember watching it. I remember catching it, like, not faithfully, but I remember if it was on the Disney Channel and there was nothing else on, I'm just like, all right, I'll sit and watch this. I'm a kid. I don't know better.
And then they did the show Road to Avonlea for many years. With some of the same cast, with Sarah Polley as Sarah, who's kind of like the Anne figure.
Okay.
And that was on the Disney Channel all the time in the 90s.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That series.
I think we just called it Avonlea, didn't we?
We did.
Avonlea in the US, yeah.
Right, yeah.
But Gilbert showed up on that once.
Nice.
Jonathan Crombie as Gilbert guest starred.
Yeah.
And Anne herself never showed up.
Oh, of course not. Yeah, no, to the point where Wikipedia said that a lot of people remembered Jonathan Crombie fondly as Gil, and he would answer to just Gil. Which is nice. Yeah.
Oh, kind of like LeVar Burton will answer to Kunta if you talk to him like that.
Oh, wow. So Ben is the teddy bear of a boy named Simon, and he has a sister named Sally, who we kind of hear in the hallway as we meet Ben, and he's remembering back to this Christmas from a few years ago.
Did you take Ben again? Simon, let's look at our slab.
Simon is voiced by Ryan Lindsay. This is the only credit I can find of him as a kid. He is apparently now a radio personality in Ottawa, as well as the PA announcer for the Professional Women's Hockey League's Ottawa Charge.
Great. Good for him.
Yeah.
The jobs that an early voice acting role can get you, really.
That's right. And Sally is voiced by Kylie Shibley. This is the only credit I could find for her, but I'll note this special is directed by Paul Shibley. So I imagine this is his daughter.
Seems very likely.
Yeah, now Paul Shibley I know because he co-directed The Raccoons.
Oh, now that's a Canadian thing everyone knows.
Yeah, he worked on animation for another special I've covered, The Town Santa Forgot.
I remember that one.
That's the Dick Van Dyke rhyming thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I watched that because it was on your show.
There we go. Hey, thanks.
Sure, of course. Much like this one, I feel like it's a real advanced studies. It's like you gotta be a real sicko you gotta be like a real Christmas special sicko to watch some of these.
Well, and I'm really getting into the weeds now. Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah, I love it.
I appreciate that Mike likes to invite me on for these deep cuts.
Yes.
Although my first appearance was on the Halloween is Grinch Night, which is that a deep cut?
I would say yes.
I would consider it at this point.
I mean, if you ask people about the Grinch, Halloween is Grinch Night, they'll be like, no, Christmas is Grinch Night. You know, like
right? Yeah.
Okay.
You had to be there.
I just can't regard it as a deep cut because it's such an ingrained part of my DNA at this point.
Right.
Is that right? Yeah.
I love Halloween. I believe that it's Grinch Night.
But as for Kylie Shibley, I'm assuming this is the same Kylie Shibley in Ottawa. She is now a neuroscientist. Wow. Whose research has focused on children's cognitive development. So that rules.
Nice. Good for her.
Oh, she's studying how children's imaginations bring teddy bears to life.
Hey,
it all fits together.
See? It's all from this. So Sally is writing a letter to Santa, but doesn't want her brother Simon to read it.
What are you doing?
None of your beeswax.
Let me see.
Mom, tell Simon to stop.
Meanwhile, Ben is getting tossed around by the family dog whose name is Slurp.
Yeah, that's such a strange choice.
Slurp is the villain.
Just like, what do we call this? Slobbering dog's name? Yeah, Slurp is the villain in this. All of this is so Ben can explain to us the rules of being a teddy bear. And this is where I got those Christmas toy vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Like even zooming in on the house, but especially here as Ben explains to us the mechanics of going teddy and going unteddy.
Yeah, I think going teddy is such a dumb term. Like
it's a dumb name, but you know, what's actually funny about it was watching this, you know, not too much of a spoiler, but we don't talk to any toys that aren't teddy bears. So this seems to posit that only teddy bears can do this.
Hey, you're right.
That's a good point, because I was wondering about that at the toy store. It feels like a real missed opportunity that we don't see any other toys alive.
Absolutely.
So you're right. Maybe it is teddy bear specific.
And even then, not every teddy bear, actually.
Yeah, it's just him and Wally.
Right, yeah, just Wally later. But going Teddy and going unteddy confused me at first because going Teddy is still mode and going unteddy means they're moving.
Yeah.
Right. So I think you're just a regular bear.
Right.
Like you're going Teddy mode because some kid is going to play with you like a teddy bear. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's still confusing. They should have just had him actually exclaim Teddy mode and and when he comes alive, go, Benjamin Bear, maximize!
They should have. He's going Teddy mode.
Oh, no!
Speaking of beloved Canadian shows.
Yeah, but the most important rule, of course, is a teddy bear must never, ever let a people see it move.
But they also don't. I shouldn't say that they don't say why, because they do say why, but the reason is absurd.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to get to it later, but man, I was floored.
Yeah. I did remember the other special using this language, going Teddy, and the phrase a people.
A people.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
A celebrity is not a people.
Nice.
Well done.
You got real nice teeth, Jack Black.
Unlike the Christmas toy, Ben doesn't explain why or what would happen, but we know. We found out the hard way in the Christmas toy.
They get frozen forever.
Right.
You covered the Christmas toy a long time ago.
Yeah.
But every time I watch that thing, I do think about how they would just be like surrounded by the corpses of their dead friends.
I know.
Because like in the special, they're all stacked up in the corner, but like that's not what would happen. The kids would keep playing with them.
Right.
Anyways, we don't need to dig into the Christmas
nope.
toy. But
we've already done that.
You could have a Christmas toy podcast, minute by minute.
I was gonna say I don't have any other venues to talk about Muppet stuff, so I gotta say
yeah, no, all right, fine. Dogs can see the teddy bears move, though.
They're not a people.
Yeah, right. It's only a people.
Yeah. That's like Toy Story. That's like Buster.
Oh, I guess you're right. Yeah. I forgot that Woody addresses Buster, and Buster understands him.
Yeah, Buster's like his horse. He gives him a ride down to the to the yard sale.
Yeah, it's not like Woody had a horse, right?
Well, he didn't yet. He met him later in that same movie.
Right, yeah, right. Exactly. So it was this ancestral memory of having once had a horse.
Right. Yeah.
Who was he riding before then? Before Buster came along, did they have him riding Potato Head?
Probably Rex.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Hi ho Yoshi.
There you go.
But we see Sally take Ben from the dog and put him up on a table, and when she walks away, Ben gives Slurp a little.
It's cute.
Don't taunt him.
No. Anyway, Sally really doesn't want Simon to see her letter. She says it's private between her and Santa. And Simon starts to ask, "You still don't believe in..." But then he thinks better of it and goes, forget it. So it's going to be one of these. I thought there was going to be more to that plot, but I'm kind of glad there isn't, to be honest.
The way they handle Santa is very unique in this one. And, there are a lot of things where they try and skirt around the idea that maybe the Santa you see at the mall is not the real Santa. And this one comes out and says it, but then, kind of sidesteps it at the same time.
Yeah, it kind of doesn't, and then it does, and we'll get to that later, too. But going back to looking through Simon's wish book here, he's on a big, comfy armchair, and the catalog looks more like he's a middle-aged dad reading a newspaper.
Yeah, the Knicks are having a hell of a year.
So Sally puts her letter in an envelope and also puts a cookie in there. Like, here's a little something to persuade you, Santa. I don't know how well that cookie's going to travel in standard size envelope.
I can only assume it's a very light cookie without a lot of butter in it that isn't going to damage the envelope.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was thinking about the grease, yeah.
Unfortunately, the plate of cookies their mom made is sitting on a coffee table that's just the right height for the dog to get at them, so Slurp eats the rest of the cookies.
The dog who's like a foot tall.
Yeah, but then he burps like a human burp.
Yeah, like the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah. So Sally then puts the envelope with the cookie and the letter to Santa on the table next to Ben, whom she picks up and talks to, asks the teddy bear if he can keep a secret, and she tells Ben she asks Santa for her own teddy bear.
This is kind of a, where did I come from, mommy, for teddy bears?
Yeah, a little bit. She says Simon says Ben can be her bear, but she thinks Simon still needs Ben.
And we do see him cuddling Ben in bed, so she's not wrong.
Yeah. So he's right at some stage in his life, Simon's life, where he thinks he knows what's up with Santa and he's too cool for teddy bears. But they don't really play with that as much as I wanted either.
And I'll bet he's going to be like, we don't need Grandma around. I don't need her hugs. She can live with the...
Talk about the hug a bunch. Sally walks away, leaves Ben at the bottom of the staircase. Meanwhile, here comes Slurp the dog, and Ben braces for the worst. But the dog walks right past him to the table, picks up the envelope with his mouth, and runs upstairs.
And I just realized, it's because there's a cookie in there.
Oh.
Yeah, he wants to eat that cookie.
He smells the cookie.
So he wasn't just being an asshole.
No. I mean, I thought that's what was happening. It was just like, dog eats homework.
Yeah, I really liked this, though. I thought this was a fun sequence. Like, I really enjoyed this. We'll get into you already talked about it with the opening, but there are a lot of moments in this thing that look a lot better than they need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
And I thought the dog grabbing the letter and running off was like a very well animated little sequence.
It really is.
Yeah. It put a lot of pixie dust on some sequences.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Ben trying to go after him, but he hears the kids nearby, so he has no choice but to remain Teddy at the bottom of the stairs as we fade to commercial. But as he goes Teddy again, he kind of springs into it, and the animation of him just going still again with a little bounce is great.
I love the spring sound effect of going Teddy. It's always that thing, which I think is
beautiful.
Oh no, not again.
It's unnecessary. It's such a nice touch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It really is a sort of transformation sequence. And I don't know about you, but I wonder if some people see Hobbs as doing this. And
oh, sure.
I do now.
I'm pretty sure that Hobbs is just, Hobbs is always the tiger to Calvin and always the stuffed toy to everyone else.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's I agree.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, and especially because we'll see in the middle of scenes, Calvin and Hobbs are in the middle of digging for dinosaur bones or whatever. And then the mom is come in, it's time for lunch. And Calvin's no, we're almost there or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Calvin has not stopped.
Hobbs had a little pith helmet on and everything. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So I agree with you. It's pretty clear that Calvin's perception of Hobbs has not changed because his mother arrived or whatever.
No, that's why that worked as well as it did as a comic strip where everything's just still images.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad that never made it to an animated form.
Right. Well, and that was part of the reason why. Take it from someone who read the 10th anniversary book approximately 4 million times.
Oh, yeah, I have it here somewhere.
He talks about it in there, though, how he didn't want, he thought it would seem less magical.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, now it's nighttime, and we find Ben in Simon in his bed. Simon's fast asleep, so now is Ben's chance to get Sally's letter back from the dog. So he tiptoes out of the room, down the hallway, creaks open the door to Sally's room. Apparently, Slurp sleeps in Sally's closet.
Yeah, that's the dog closet.
That's the dog closet.
Don't you have a dog closet at your house, Mike?
No, I don't have a dog.
Oh, well, that's why you got to install the closet when you get a dog.
All right. Well, if I ever, yeah.
But you have to have the dog sleep in the closet so monsters don't move in.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, right. Of course.
Next to the snoring dog, we see bits of torn paper. He didn't eat the letter. He just chewed it up because Ben quietly collects each little bit and tries to piece them back together. But teddy bears can't read, it turns out. So instead, he stuffs the bit of the torn letter into one of Sally's shoes in her closet. Says, better hide these so Sally won't be upset. In her shoe?
The shoe she's about to put on in the morning?
Right. I didn't see any other shoes in there. It's not like she had a closet full of them.
Yeah. But by the way, Mike, you kind of glossed over this. He says teddy bears can't read. They can only be read to.
That was cute. Yeah.
Yeah. But also, I forgot teddy bears can't read. You forgot?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Hasn't had to try reading in a while.
Yeah, exactly.
That comes up later with Wally, too. But if that's not enough, before Ben can leave the closet, Slurp shifts in his sleep and puts an arm, or I guess a leg, around Ben, where he stays until morning, when Sally wakes up Slurp and berates him for taking the teddy bear, and the dog is now very confused.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I've been framed. I didn't do this. And Ben's reaction is, oh, great, brilliant. This is just what I needed today.
Yeah.
Because everyone loves when teddy bears are sarcastic. Like do you remember the commercials for TV Teddy? The teddy bear that reacts to TV with you?
Oh, wow.
What?
And the last line is the teddy bear going, oh, sure. And the kid looks at the camera like, oh, I can't believe he just said that.
Oh, I haven't thought about that in a long time.
That sounds like the worst product ever created.
That was when everybody tried to make their own Teddy Ruxpin and failed spectacularly.
Right.
What if we had a smugly media savvy Teddy Ruxpin? Kids would like that, right? A teddy bear who talks like the Cheers and Jeers section of TV Guide.
TV Teddy called and he's all out of cheers.
So this is when Simon walks into his sister's room and looks around under the bed. Sally tells him, you can look all you want, but you won't find any presents till Santa brings them. I'm sorry, do you think your Christmas presents are hiding under your sister's bed in her bedroom?
No, he's just looking everywhere.
That's a terrible place to look for or leave presents.
No, remember, you have to look for your presents like inside the walls, under Grandpa's hat, inside bread.
Right. That doesn't faze Simon, though. He barks back, oh yeah? Then how come Mom bought us presents yesterday at the toy store? Hey, those toys could be for anybody. They could be for your dad.
Yeah. The only difference between men and boys is the price of his toys.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you remember that there used to be a store by that name?
No.
By that whole sentence?
It was called The Price of His Toys. Its logo was a teddy bear with a mustache. It was kind of like a sharper image. I remember there was one at the Horton Plaza Mall in San Diego.
Huh. I've never heard of this. I wonder if it's just a West Coast thing.
Yeah.
It might have been. I think it might have been LA based, but I did find I found a catalog for it online. I'll share that with you. So you can
wow.
put in notes.
Yeah, I definitely want to see this now. But Sally dismisses what Simon's saying without a second thought. Maybe Mommy's helping Santa this year. He's a busy guy. And then once the kids leave the room, Ben decides he's going to help out Santa by going to the toy store and finding a teddy bear for Sally there.
Of course, Santa can't build teddy bears.
No, of course not.
How would you do that? They just naturally occur. They spring out of the ground at the store.
Yeah. The teddy bear's Cabbage Patch. Mind you, it's now Christmas Eve, and his plan is to leave his giant human-sized house, go across town without being seen by anyone to this McLaren's toy store, and come back home before anyone notices.
So I was thinking that McLaren's is the most Canadian-sounding toy store name.
Oh, yeah?
But I was wondering why. I couldn't figure out why it sounded so Canadian to me. And I realized it's because of Maclean's Magazine, which is the Canadian Time magazine, and McGill University, which is one of the premier Canadian universities. It's in Quebec.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So there's a lot of MC named institutions in Canada, and McLaren sounds like it could be one of them.
Sure. I like it. And this is interesting. Instead of heading for the front door, this house has a milk door with empty bottles in it.
I would not have known what that was as a kid, honestly.
The only reason I knew what that was, and I probably would have figured it out as a kid, is just because I remember one of those old Goofy shorts. It's one of those George Geef era shorts where where his wife goes off to work and Geef is at home being the stay-at-home husband, and the milkman stops by, opens the door, and kisses Geef on the lips and leaves all his milk in the door.
Wow, I don't think I ever got that as a kid. Now, only just now that you've said that, I was like, oh, I get it.
That joke repeats itself a couple times in that short. It's great.
Awesome.
But once upon a time, when people used to get their milk delivered, the way I've always seen it in old TV and movies was that the milkman would either leave it on the doorstep, or if someone was home, they'd give it to him. But some houses and apartments had a little two-way door that the milkman could leave your milk in to keep it out of the elements. So this dates this special a bit, I thought. We're probably somewhere around the 1950s or earlier between...
But what was the toy that the brother wanted? He wanted like a phaser laser or something.
Oh, neat! A red laser phaser!
It was like a very 80s sounding toy.
Yeah, he wants these Star Wars era toys. Yeah.
That's what I thought at first. Yeah, so then, okay, if they have a milk door that's in use, but he wants this laser phaser toy, this is probably maybe late 50s? Like Space Age era?
Maybe?
That's true. That's fair, yeah. It's like Captain Video stuff.
Yeah, Sputnik era stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All those upstart space toys.
They should bring back those doors for all the things we order online now, like little Instacart door.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, now you have to buy them from Instacart.
Oh, and then it would be just their own
their proprietary one. And they're like, well, we saw that you had a DoorDash, but you didn't have an Instacart, so we kept it.
Forget that then. All right.
Everything is terrible.
Anyway, Ben bundles up in a little coat, hat, and scarf and makes his way to the milk door, but Slurp cuts him off in the living room, and we get a fun little chase scene around the house before Ben makes a break for the door and closes it right on Slurp's face. This is also really well animated.
It's like a micro version of the train chase from The Wrong Trousers.
You're right.
Huh, yeah, I could see it.
Wow, good call. And instead of stars or birdies, poor Slurp sees visions of little Benjamin Bears encircling his head. But now Ben's out in the great big snowy world with no idea where to go next, but he's got to move. He can't fit through the front gate, so he climbs a nearby tree over the wall. Hopefully didn't forget his jelly beans.
Nice.
And just so happens to land on a sled being pulled by a kid who didn't even notice until he gets to where he's going.
Yeah, he just climbs on. He's snuggles up next to Ben.
Yeah, just...
and doesn't even notice him.
No, until he gets to this big hill to sled down in the nearby park. And he's just, cool, free bear.
Huh? Who put you there? Hey, you want to go for a ride?
This boy is voiced by Jonathan Cameron. He's only got 2 other credits. Another special by this same animation studio, which was called Lacewood Productions, called The Birthday Dragon.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, I want to check that out. And then he was in an episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, he played a kid who turns out to be a ghost.
I remember the kid who turned out to be a ghost being a girl. Or maybe I'm thinking of a different episode.
This might have been a different episode. They were all in the graveyard. I forget the guy's name. It was like they think the caretaker might have been the killer, but it turns out he's not. Like Old Man Somebody.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Vink.
Sure. So this kid sleds down a big hill that launches Ben into the air and onto a frozen pond where we see him sliding under a bunch of people ice skating.
That looked awesome, I thought.
It did. We got a first person's perspective of it. Yeah.
Yeah, his POV going through all the people. That was the shot. I mentioned that I thought a lot of this looked better than it needed to. That was the one where I really was like, wow, they did not have to go this hard.
Oh, yeah. Then he slams right into a snow shovel that tosses him back into the snow. And then he gets spotted by another dog that picks him up, carries him for a bit over the bridge, where the dog decides to bark at a bird, as dogs do, and that means he drops Ben off the bridge, and his scarf catches on the roof of a passing trolley that just happens to stop right in front of McLaren's toy store. He made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A very Pee-wee's Big Adventure way of making your way to where you're going.
Yeah.
That's true. And Wally is the all the snakes from the pet shop.
You know, in this analogy, you're not wrong. Ben has to run out of the way of some oncoming cars because he got dropped off across the street and past a bell-ringing woman on the corner, but no one seems to have seen him being unteddy, which is convenient.
Yes. Is it just that they're dressed for winter, or is this everyone in sort of Victorian-era outfits?
Yeah, that's where I'm wondering, what year is this?
And then there's the cars.
Yeah, the cars are a little past Model T era, but not that much.
No. They're like, imagine the first Batmobile. That's kind of what they look like. They're like Studebaker era.
Yes.
A bear in its natural habitat.
That's right.
Great.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
I'm TV Teddy.
Introducing the only bear who really knows what's on TV.
Yikes, it's a pirate.
What are you landlubbers doing round here?
I've been watching cartoons. What are you doing here?
TV Teddy says thousands of things while watching his very own videos.
That's the spirit, Thomas.
TV Teddy, you never know what he'll say next.
Oh, sure.
What could be more fun than TV Teddy and the Berenstain Bears, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Thomas the Tank Engine, and more?
Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas! Greetings, holiday shoppers. I'm Joseph Wade, and I host a podcast called Christmas Creeps. My band of merry mischief makers and I dissect holiday movies and specials all year round in search of the true meaning of Christmas. So whether you can't resist the urge to watch Home Alone in June, or you worship at the altar of mutant killer snowmen, Christmas Creeps is the podcast for the Grinch in all of us. Check us out at ChristmasCreeps.com or wherever you download podcasts.
So now we're inside McLaren's, and this place looks amazing.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah. Well, we're going to get shots. We're going to get shots of various toys that they have on display once he walks in. And they rule. It looks so good.
Super high ceiling so it can fit a very tall Christmas tree. All the toys look larger than life because we're seeing them all from Ben's point of view.
Yeah.
And this place has what appears to be a fountain of fruit punch.
Yeah, it's like a pink fountain. It's great.
Yeah, the kid drinks from it, and that doesn't seem sanitary, but fine.
Yeah, this would get shut down so fast. So this must be the past.
Yeah, kids are digging in there for quarters.
Oh, no.
Oh,
the quarters. I didn't even think about the quarters.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they got lead poisoning or whatever's in coins in the 19 whatevers.
Okay, maybe you can buy a chocolate coin to throw in there.
I hope so.
So it's chocolate fruit punch.
Yeah, you know.
Mix it in.
Breakfast of champions.
But no, I was going to say what I love is we see a marionette like dancing, which is the only it's the only non-teddy bear toy that we see moving in this is during the intro sequence. One of the toys we see is a marionette, which is moving on its strings. I don't think it's alive.
No, I think it's just hung from a ceiling or something.
It's not going teddy mode. It's not going marionette mode or whatever.
Oh, but we've got a clown that is actually manipulating two marionettes.
Oh, that's right. You're right. That's what it is. Yeah.
So it's a toy playing with toys. T for T, as they say.
Yeah, because toys love to play.
But Ben spots someone walking out of an elevator with a teddy bear in each hand, so he slips inside the elevator to go up several floors, hoping no one notices him. And no one does until he arrives on the 5th floor where the teddy bears are.
5th floor. Wagons and wind-ups, whistles and whatnots, footballs and flippers, figure skates and stickers, puppets and players, and lovable, huggable teddy bears.
Teddy bears?
Much uglier teddy bears than him, I gotta say.
Yeah. The elevator operator spots him, but Ben goes Teddy just in time, so she just thinks he got left in the elevator. This elevator operator is voiced by Thelma Farmer, who, Ethan, you may have encountered her. She did voices in a couple of specials based on the comic strip For Better or For Worse.
Oh, really? I would not be surprised if I'd seen something with her. We've only seen done a couple of For Better or For Worse specials on my show, but there are lots to go through. There was a whole series even. So
there, yeah.
Yeah, so Lacewood, this same animation company, made 6 For Better or For Worse specials in the 90s.
Oh my god, that is too many foobs.
Those were on Disney Channel a lot too.
Yes, they were. Thelma Farmer was only in a couple of them, though, and that's how I found out For Better or For Worse had not 1, but 2 Christmas specials, so I'm going to have to check out those. So the woman operating the elevator puts Ben up on a shelf, not with the other teddy bears, just leaves him on the closest shelf to the elevator and gets back to work.
She's not a clerk. She works at the elevator. It's not her job.
Yeah. So now he's on this high shelf in plain sight, so he's stuck up there if he can't be seen moving. But luckily, the shelf's full of Jack-in-the-Boxes, or I guess Jacks in the Box.
Jacks in a box.
Jacks in boxes.
Jacks in boxes.
There it is. And Ben got placed right on top of one that pops open, launches him onto the floor. So now at least he can sneak around and look for the other teddy bears. And gets a quick jump scare by a giant stuffed gorilla some girl is carrying to the store.
I love that. And we see it as just like a gorilla approaching, so we think it's just a gorilla.
Yeah.
And then we see the girl carrying it. I thought that was a genuinely good gag. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, because this thing is, it's like a carnival prize, this huge thing.
It's larger than the girl carrying it, like much larger.
Yeah.
Okay, now I want to see the gorilla's Christmas.
Gorilla. You think the gorilla's going gorilla mode at this time, and he can come to life?
Yeah, I don't know. There's that. There is a Christmas episode of that awful Donkey Kong Country cartoon.
You did the best you could. I guess that some of these gorillas are okay.
Yeah. But then Ben hears a familiar ho, ho, ho. Santa's here. Of course he is. He's meeting kids.
Ho, 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 ho. Santa. I can tell him Sally's message myself, and then he'll fix everything.
Also, here's a teenage girl working as one of Santa's elves, but Ben just thinks it's a real elf.
Ooh.
One who looks an awful lot like Simon and Sally's babysitter Betty, he notes. What a coinky-dink.
I really like that it's their babysitter, though. I like that Ben's just like, hey, I know a girl who looks just like that, but it can't be her because she's not an elf.
Right.
Like, I think that's funny.
Oh, it is funny. So Ben figures he can talk to Santa himself. Somehow he doesn't count toward people who can't know teddy bears are alive because Santa makes all the teddy bears.
Well, he's like a magic boy.
Yeah. But suddenly Ben hears a voice tell him,
Hey, you're not supposed to be moving. And you're not supposed to talk either.
And Ben quickly goes teddy and faces upward to see another smaller teddy bear on the top shelf. This is a shorter bear with a blue sailor shirt like Donald Duck's. He doesn't have a name yet, but I already told you this is Wally. So I'm just going to call him that now. Wally is voiced by Stuart Stone, a.k.a. Stu Stone, who's had quite a career. Did either of you look up Stu Stone? Okay, well, as a young voice actor, he was also in Babar as Arthur. He was in The Magic School Bus as Ralphie with the backwards baseball hat.
Sure.
In The Adventures of Super Mario Brothers 3, he was the Koopaling called Hip in the cartoon, but we all know him better as Lemmy.
Whoa!
Oh, sure.
And the Dog City animated series as Little Eddie the News Pup.
No way!
And that was just his voice acting career. Later, he would play one of Donnie Darko's friends. And then in 2006, he co-starred in an MTV reality show with his good pal Jamie Kennedy called Blowin' Up, which culminated in the two of them recording a rap album featuring guest appearances by, among other people, Bob Saget.
Huh.
That's a sentence.
All right. Good for them.
I cannot fathom Hollywood.
The aughts were weird.
It's true.
But then Stu Stone had a popular podcast called TSM Radio that I've never heard of. He was involved in championship wrestling from Hollywood. But here he's a little teddy bear named Wally who, in seeing Ben out of place, realizes this is the first time he's ever spoken to anyone before. So now Wally thinks he's cool to just shout, "Hey, everyone, I can talk!" Here we go. Wally is Meteora.
He is. He totally is Meteora. You're right.
He's got a naval shirt. They're both military.
That's true. He is stunning.
Just like Buzz Lightyear, that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Buzz, Meteora. It's all. See, this is all the same story that everybody's. Disney stole that twice. Well, this isn't Disney, but it ended up at the Disney Channel.
Yeah.
So Ben quickly climbs the shelf to try and get Wally to shut up, but too late. Someone has picked up Wally to get a closer look at this newfangled talking bear. It's fine. This guy puts Wally down again on the shelf and moves along because McLaren's is about to close in 5 minutes.
Do you think he would have bought Wally if they weren't?
Probably. I don't know. But the bear this guy picked up was not Wally. This shelf is lined with other identical bears.
Oh, yes.
And Ben can't find the real one right away. So he's aggressively whispering in all their ears, "Don't you know the teddy bear rules?" Till he finds the right one.
Where does the teddy bear learn the teddy bear rules?
I know, yeah.
Maybe he's missing the tag that's supposed to be pinned to him.
Maybe he gets visited by the blue fairy once a teddy bear is owned by someone.
Oh, then how did he come alive already? Has he already had his unwrapping?
Oh, yeah, wait, I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't... Well, actually, they do explain it, which is that apparently teddy bears come alive when they're needed.
Yeah, this understanding of it is a lot less dark and severe than being frozen forever. Instead, Ben suggests that if a teddy bear gets caught talking or moving around, then no one would ever trust a teddy bear to keep a secret again.
That's insane. That's bananas reasoning. Like, that is... The special says it like that's just the most reasonable thing.
Yeah.
And friends, it is not.
No. So a teddy bear's purpose in life is as a guardian of secrets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a sounding board. I mean, I do remember a strip where Garfield, hugging his beloved teddy bear Pookie, says, have you ever heard it said that we have 2 ears but only one mouth, so we can only say half as much as we hear? Pookie has 2 ears and no mouth.
Wow.
Great.
So Wally follows Ben down to the floor, and Ben tells him,
I don't know how I know it, but you're just the right bear for a friend of mine.
Which is absurd because, again, he just had to keep him from yelling, "Hey, I can talk." Like, our first impression of Wally is that he's a headache.
Yeah.
A handful.
Uh-huh.
So why is he you're the one out of all these teddy bears who aren't talking?
Right. He's the one who is. That's how he knows.
Because Ben is the one that he reacted to, meaning that, Wally came alive because Sally needs him, but Wally spoke to Ben because Wally needs Ben.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah, so this is where Ben formally introduces himself, and the bear we will know eventually as Wally doesn't have a name yet. He doesn't even know why he's alive, how he can walk and talk. Those other identical bears on the shelf can't. And Ben tells him, it's because you're needed. And it sounds like he does know how you know it.
Yeah.
So they round the corner, and Ben goes Teddy as we see a pair of boots walk by, and Wally follows. So I guess Ben is just thinking, I'll show you the ropes on the way. You got a couple hours, you'll be fine.
It seems to be kind of a involuntary reaction on Wally's part.
It does, yeah.
And Ben remarks on that. He's like, hey, you went Teddy without me telling you how.
Yeah, like it's an instinct that kicks in.
That always made me wonder why it was in Toy Story that... Woody was able to break the rules, just to get out of Sid's backyard, but not at any other time.
That might be like an adrenaline thing.
Yeah.
The more sequels that they've made to Toy Story, where that is never mentioned and never, no one ever does it again, the more that stands out. Because in the first movie, it's just okay, that's the end,
Right.
But, now there's going to be 5, and I don't know, maybe he's going to be Bonnie, come over here and play with the toys. Don't look at that screen.
Right.
Or whatever. Maybe that'll happen. I don't know. So whatever. But also, can we talk about the fact that the premise of Toy Story 5 is, hey kids, don't look at that tiny screen, look at this much larger screen. That's showing the movie Toy Story 5. Like, it's not like it's a book.
Right. Right.
So the children aren't watching the right screens.
Yeah. You'll hurt your eyes. Just get away from... Stand at least 6 feet back from the screen, please.
Uh-huh.
Watch from a reasonable distance and in a well-lit room.
That's right.
Anyway, that thing's probably out by the time this episode drops, huh?
Yes. I think so, yeah.
So listeners, let us know if all that stuff I said happens.
Yeah.
Toy Story 5.
And we all know how Toy Story 5 ended.
Mm-hmm.
Well, next we hear a PA announcement that McLaren's is now closed for the evening, and Ben realizes he and Wally have to get out of there. Yeah. But Wally doesn't want to go.
And there's a PA.
This is when I thought other toys were going to come to life.
Yeah.
I kind of thought once they were closed, then everyone else would be like, "Hey guys, we're having fun at the
toy store." Yeah, it's the magic hour.
Have some copper flavored lemonade.
Right, exactly.
But no, none of the other toys move. It's just these 2 bears. None of the other bears, just these 2. So now Ben tells Wally, hey, you're needed now.
Sally is counting on you to be there. It's your responsibility as a teddy bear.
Who's Sally?
Your best friend, only you don't know it yet.
Listen, we know how this ends, but Wally didn't sign up for anything yet. I don't think it's fair to tell him that it's his responsibility now.
Right. Yeah, it's a real jump.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if it's not his responsibility, what's going to happen? Do you think that in this world there are also wild toys whose children died before they could be delivered, and they're like, living off the grid in alleys? But then again, not wild toys, just wild teddy bears, because there's only teddy bears that can talk.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Teddy Bears Picnic special, they all kind of gather, and one of the plot points is that a little girl has invaded the Teddy Bears Picnic and has found them because she's looking for a lost teddy bear, which she eventually finds. So it could be something like that.
My childhood Teddy Bears Picnic picture book depicted a couple of children who were actually dressing up like teddy bears to infiltrate the picnic.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't remember if she has a disguise, like if they have her put ears on or something. It's been a while. But anyway, Ben turns the corner to look for Santa, but he's already gone too. Store's closed. But Wally doesn't want to leave. He hides in a little toy drum and says this is his home. He doesn't want to leave his home.
I live in this drum.
Then we hear the sound of someone crying, and Wally pokes his head out of the drum. He doesn't know what that sound is, but he doesn't like it. Both pairs peek around the corner to see there's a lost boy left in the store. The elf who looks like, and spoiler alert, is Simon and Sally's babysitter, asks if he's okay. Luckily, his mom finds him quickly and hands him his own teddy bear to help him feel better. And this is an important thing for Wally to see and understand what teddy bears do for a living.
You see, that's what teddy bears do best. They help people feel better. They love people and are loved right back.
I'd sure like to know what that feels like.
Stick with me and you'll soon find out for yourself.
I think it's very interesting that that he had such a visceral reaction to hearing a baby cry.
Yeah,
I was just like, so being a teddy bear is a lot like, being a new mom and feel, you hear someone else's baby cry and you start lactating.
Yeah. Yeah, it is kind of like that, but now he's on board. He wants to know what helping people feel better feels like, so he agrees to follow Ben. And they slide down the banisters of several flights of stairs and head for the store entrance. But the door won't open. They've been locked in for the night. We don't have a lot of time left in this special, so I'm interested in seeing now how they push across the finish line. I felt like we could have gotten here to the store more quickly and spent a lot more time after closing hours locked in the store and looking for another way out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like this I mean, the promise of the premise, as they say, is that, teddy bears having adventures on Christmas.
Right.
I feel like it did kind of spin its wheels a little at the beginning before actually getting out into the big wide world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll work with what we got. So Wally gets distracted by one of the store's window displays that features a little Christmas village with an electric train. I can't blame him. I love a good Christmas village surrounded by a train.
Oh, yeah.
Only problem with this is Wally runs in there onto the Christmas village while people are looking through the window. And thank goodness this special doesn't follow the Christmas toy rules.
That's true. They would have been frozen.
Yeah.
But instead, because it is in specifically the context of the Christmas village, the people just think like, wow, what amazing animatronics.
Yeah. Wally even waves at a little girl in the window. She's not phased a bit. She's a little kid waving at a teddy bear. But Dad looks a bit shocked.
They're like, wow. I mean, why did we even go see Country Bear Jamboree? This is way better.
My father-in-law works at the Country Bear Jamboree.
I know it now. You just told me.
Oh, really? Which bear is he?
No, he's just like a guy at the entrance.
Oh, okay.
He's Henry Dixon Taylor, the Country Bears manager.
That's right. That's what I did the day after Rock and Roller Coaster, because they had other stuff the day after at Magic Kingdom and Epcot. So the first thing I did was went to the Country Bears, and he sat with me to watch it.
That rules.
Yeah.
Like, excuse me, I'm going to go up and play my set here. Blood on the saddle.
They don't do that anymore. It's all Disney songs now.
Oh, boo.
Big Al sings Remember Me. What? It works. It's so good. Like if they're gonna keep all the same characters, that's the song you give that bear.
I guess so. I was like, it's weird that Disney World, the Disney part has crowded out so much of World.
Yeah, it's true, but in this case, I think it worked well. I think people were afraid of how that was going to go down, but they kept all the characters. They're all introduced by name and everything, and they're singing songs people know.
I only know the movie Country Bears. I only know it when they're Dietrich Bader and Stephen Root. Like,
I did not see.
It's a fine movie.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, I love it. Well, Ben follows Wally into the Christmas village, falls onto the train tracks as the train is coming around the bend, with Wally riding in the engine, just giggling and having the time of his life.
Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah, you get the exact same shot as like Optimus Prime driving toward the camera and Thrust seeing his face in the grill as he gets launched across the screen.
Right, yeah.
Boom. Thrust's big moment.
Yeah, Wally asks Ben, wasn't that fun? And Ben shouts, fun? Fun! He's worried that Sally will be so disappointed if she doesn't get a teddy bear for Christmas that she might even stop believing in Santa like Simon did.
Boy, he's got a bug up his butt about Santa and Simon there. I don't understand.
Well, he's worried. He's worried Simon's going to forget about him next, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, good call. And all Wally can say to that is,
gee, teddy bears sure do have lots of responsibilities.
Yes, and that's why they never give up.
We leave those two for a moment to see the store's last few employees closing up for the night. It's the store's Santa, along with Betty the elf, and a night watchman who's working overnight on Christmas but seems fine about it. Sometimes you have to work on Christmas. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Every year.
Aw. Santa's off the clock, so he's now wearing a gray fedora and trench coat.
I guess you'll be heading home then.
Well, not quite yet. I still have presents to deliver.
He's voiced by Jim McNabb. IMDb's top thing on his known for section is a 2003 movie called Rudy, the Rudy Giuliani story.
Oh, no.
Was he Rudy?
No, he was Ivan Boesky. Convicted insider training fraud Ivan Boesky, who was one of the real-life inspirations for Gordon Gekko.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, pass.
Could you be less Santa? Really?
Right? Betty is voiced by Samantha Rushforth.
I'd be happy to help deliver them.
Thanks, but I have to deliver these myself.
this is her only acting credit besides 2 of those for better or for worse specials we mentioned earlier. And Joe the Night Watchman is voiced by Johnny Keyworth. His top credit is a couple of minor roles in Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Sure.
So Santa mentions he's running a little behind schedule in that same cheeky way that Kris Kringle does in Miracle on 34th Street.
Yeah.
Just, oh, hey, I'd love to stay and chat, but it's Christmas Eve and I'm Santa.
Yeah. Oh, I just wish I could do this every year.
Miracle on 34th Street feels like what they're nodding to here with the whole Santa.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
Santa working at the department store, yeah.
He's dressed like him.
Yeah, he's dressed like him, yeah, very much so.
Yeah. My first thought was Mr. Klaus, but yeah, that too.
Klaus.
Mr. Klaus from A Year Without a Santa Claus?
Yeah, that one, yeah.
Why? Of course I do.
Like, boy, that kid did not see through it. Wow.
In that wine-colored suit.
I love him. I love that that's his disguise. Whatever. We don't need to talk about this now. It's great. What a special.
I can't let anyone know that I'm Santa. I better dress like I work at an ice cream parlor.
And go by the name Klaus.
Klaus.
But this Santa mentions it seems like there are more children every year and thanks Betty for her help.
Making all those children. Thanks, Betty.
That makes Ben realize, oh, that elf who looks like Betty actually is Betty. And then this guy must not be the real Santa and just a kind old man helping Santa.
That's a really interesting touch there, is that they acknowledge that, your Santa might not be the Santa, or maybe it is.
Yeah, I've only seen a few specials targeted to children that do that.
My belief is that if you're sitting on Santa's throne, you are Santa, whether you thought you were when you sat down or not.
There you go. Yeah, no, I think that's the rule. But now that Ben knows that Betty's here, he tells Wally to follow him, and while no one's looking, the two run into Betty's shopping bag.
The teddy bears in Betty Lou's handbag.
Great.
So Santa mentions she still has presents to deliver before he heads home, and Betty offers to help. But Santa tells her he needs to do that alone. And as you've probably guessed, this special's trying to give us little hints that this is the real Santa after all. But that also reminds him one of his presents is for Joe the Night Watchman, and it's comic books.
Yeah.
Starring Joe's favorite superhero as a kid, Captain Ray. But how did that other guy know that?
I thought it'd be really funny. It's like, hey, Rayman, my favorite.
Rayman. Next, we see Santa and Betty walking home. They wave Merry Christmas to some workers, clearing some heavy snow with a tractor and a dump truck. It's a lot of snow. It's Canada.
Yes. Mm-hmm. This will come up again.
Mm-hmm. So Betty and Santa part ways, and as Betty turns and leaves, Santa waves and whispers, "Merry Christmas, you guys," to Ben and Wally in her bag. Oh, it's him.
Yeah.
And if that didn't convince anyone watching, the next thing we see is some more snow starting to fall. Great, these guys in the tractor are going to have their work late now. I like how they gave Betty a line.
All we need now is for it to snow. I love snow at Christmas.
Lady, the ground's covered in snow.
Right.
So that snow has just been there for a couple of days?
Yeah, that's old snow.
That's not Christmas snow.
Yeah, that's December 22nd snow, Mike. Come on.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen a hint of grass or pavement or asphalt in this entire thing.
Right.
But Ben must have known that Betty passes Simon and Sally's house on her way home, and when they do, he and Wally jump out of the bag without her realizing. Wally easily slips through the bars at the front gate, but Ben, has a little more trouble and gets stuck.
It's true.
Well, at least nobody had to decorate his butt to make it look like a deer head.
Nope, not this. But Wally just casually strolls up to the house. He doesn't know better. But that's where we find the dog Slurp is outside waiting for him and immediately grabs Wally with his mouth and tosses him in the air over the fence.
Slurps him up.
Yeah.
Woo!
And right into the tractor clearing the snow, which dumps Wally into the dump truck.
R.I.P. Wally.
That must have been heartbreaking for kids to watch after all of that, but I laughed so hard.
Yeah.
So now Slurp has Ben in his mouth, but he's apparently a very noisy dog because Simon comes out and scolds him for taking Ben. This kid must have been looking for his teddy bear all day and finally found him.
Yeah, so he's probably really mad at Slurp. I would like to have seen some example of Slurp not being a pest, of the kids being like, "You're a good dog," because it just feels like the happy ending to this would be like, "Good news, everyone! We're having Slurp put to sleep."
Oh no!
No, there's nothing wrong with him. We just wanted to.
Yeah. Well, we now cut to Simon asleep in bed again with Ben at his side, looking distraught that he went through all that trouble only to lose Wally. Now he thinks because of him, a little teddy bear is gone forever, and Sally's Christmas wish won't be coming true, so he feels awful. But wait! He thinks he hears something, but all we see out the window is a twinkle of a couple of Christmas lights hung outside. Ben looks away and wishes Christmas would never come. But we stay on those twinkling lights, which form the glowing outline of Santa, who's invisible, I guess.
That's great.
Yeah, Santa became a force ghost.
It's true.
Right, we can see the outline. He's still in his fedora and trench coat, though.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all we see before we fade to black, and then quickly up into Christmas morning, and Sally's awake and telling Simon to get up too. Simon leaves Ben in bed, and we watch Ben wince, preparing for the worst.
Oh.
I like that Ben is laying upside down. He's like resting on the pillow with his head at the bottom this whole time. Like he's just been tossed aside like a teddy bear.
Sure.
Yeah, he's actually staying Teddy the whole time.
Yeah, and for a while until he gets up.
Yeah, so it's like he can't bear to bring himself back to life. He's in such, he's just so self-flagellating at this point. It's like, my failure, I can never walk again. Oh.
Just his whole body is clenched.
It's true.
We hear Simon got a train, but then Sally asks where her present is, and Ben mumbles,
"This is it. Poor Sally."
Oh, he's just what I wanted.
Huh?
The confused Ben runs out of Simon's bedroom and wills himself to tumble down the stairs to find Sally has indeed gotten her teddy bear, whom she officially names Wally. This is the first time in the special we actually hear anyone call this bear Wally.
I think I'll call him Wally. Wally, meet Ben. I'm sure you'll be friends.
And she makes it up just out of nowhere. There's no, hint as to where the name came from. He just looks like a Wally to me, I guess.
Yeah.
Full name Wallace?
Wallace, sure. But again, I saw Teddy Bear's Picnic first, so I already knew this was Wally. It works either way. Wally is in Teddy mode, but I guess he can talk to Ben through telepathy because we can hear them talking to each other.
Yeah, they send each other their thoughts.
Hiya, Ben. It's good to be home.
Wally? But how?
Yeah, they don't have to maintain radio silence when they're in bear mode.
No. But the last thing we hear is the voice of Santa writing on the tag.
To Sally, love Santa. And Ben.
And that is the story of that Christmas. Now we flash forward to the Christmas we started in with Ben looking out the window. Wally has now joined him on the windowsill and asks what he's doing, and Ben simply replies, just remembering. They wish each other a Merry Christmas as they watch the snowfall, and that's it for the Teddy Bear's Christmas. Short, cozy little special.
I was hoping there would be more romance in that ending or something, just like, I was just thinking about how this is the best Christmas ever because I get to share the whole thing with you.
Yeah. I feel like I've only scratched the surface with these one-off Christmas stories. There's a lot more to discover, but this was a short, cozy little special.
Yeah. It does actually create a very distinctive world for you because it's in such a no man's land of timing.
Yeah.
Because I did not, when I watched the teddy bears scare, it never occurred to me that it wouldn't be the present day. Maybe it was. Maybe they haven't actually decided when this takes place, and it could be at any time. So it's a sort of limited version of how, Bugs Bunny sometimes lives in a hole in Texas, and sometimes he's right under Cape Canaveral.
Right. Any other final thoughts on the Teddy Bears Christmas?
Yeah, I mean, well, I kind of said this earlier, but it's cute. I liked it. I had a good time, but I think you have to be like several hundred specials deep into finding new Christmas specials. I would not recommend anyone watch this unless they think about Christmas specials all the time during December. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be like real hardcore. You got to be like feeding that monkey all the time to make it down to the Teddy Bears Christmas.
I would agree, because what's funny about this one is that, Mike, you and I have done a lot of things that are based on plush toys. We did the Hug-a-Bunch and Poochie and Santa Bear.
Mm-hmm.
But this one is ostensibly based on a plush toy, but it's a public domain plush toy.
Yeah.
It's not being marketed to us by, like, the Canadian Teddy Bear Council recommends a teddy bear in every home. So
Right. Well, you mentioned Santa Bear, which, I live in the Twin Cities.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah, Santa Bear.
Yeah, Santa Bear is, of course, a beloved local icon from Dayton's in Minneapolis.
Man, I wish I'd have known that while I was taking notes, and I'd invited you on for that one.
Oh, yeah, I would have loved to have been on that.
I was there, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remembered you were in that one, Ethan.
Yeah, no, that was my bad.
But yeah, they actually, I think I told you this, Mike, they started doing new annual Santa Bears again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This year he was wearing sunglasses.
Of course he was.
I remember seeing that on the local news. It was like, no, Dayton's is here to unveil the new Santa Bear.
I'm glad he's back.
Yeah.
I would do anything to see the storyline booklets that came with the annual Santa Bears, because there's just so much Santa Bear lore that is only told in packaging there.
Yeah, right.
Sure. Yeah. If I come across any, I'll let you know.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Yeah. Seems like something that would be in like thrift stores and antique shops around here. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm sure.
So I'll keep an eye out.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
This was kind of about what I expected, having gone through it, recognizing the Teddy Bears Picnic characters, but not having watched that one in, I'd say more than 30 years at this point. Grateful my memory of just those two was sharp enough to look into this. And Ethan, you had covered that Halloween one.
Yeah. It's, the Halloween one I picked not because it had teddy bears in it, but because it is the perfect example of the Halloween special, as in, oh no, we can't go to that house. There's a witch there. Oh no, she's a lonely old lady with great candy.
Oh.
Berenstain Bears Trick or Treat.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. Arthur's Halloween.
Unfortunately, my go-to example of that is Fat Albert, but I'm not watching Fat Albert again.
Fat Albert.
Sure. Although is it Arthur and the Haunted Doll? Is that the thing?
Oh.
Has Mr. Ratburn's like extensive prank set up at his house that nobody comes to except Binky.
Oh.
And Binky and Mr. Ratburn have this like touching subplot about how Mr. Ratburn just wishes the children would come to his house.
Yeah.
You haven't covered that thing, right, Mike?
No.
Oh, man. I'd love to do that one.
Oh, I'll have to write all these down for upcoming Halloweens in July, but I've got other plans this year. But thank you both for going on this adventure with me. Always a blast to talk to you both.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having us.
Delighted. Always, every year I can make it.
Thank you.
Same.
Well, if people want to sneak into and out of your internet profiles through the milk door nobody uses or knows they have, where should they look for you on the internet? Ethan.
Hey, you can see me every week on my podcast special presentation with Mike and Ethan. It's internet bon vivant Bitter Corella, who goes by Mike on the show because we've been doing it for longer than he was Bitter Corella.
Right. And Anthony.
You can find me at toughpigs.com, where I contribute articles sometimes, where our illustrious host Mike just joined the team, our newest team member, Mike Westfall.
Oh, hey, thanks.
Really? I had not heard that. Great.
Yeah, he just covered the Rock and Roller Coaster opening for us. First byline at Tough Pigs.
Oh, I saw that, but I didn't realize it was an official hiring.
Yeah. And but I'm over there co-hosting Moving Right Along, a Muppet movie podcast where we watch Muppet movies 2 minutes at a time. We recently finished Muppets from Space. Our long national nightmare is finally over.
And every time you say that, someone gets so mad, but it's true.
It's true. We made 43 podcast episodes about the movie Muppets from Space, a thing no one should have ever done, but my friend Ryan and I did it.
But I'm so glad you did.
Oh, thank you. And of course, Mike was on there. He talked about the talking sandwich with us this season.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a great time.
And we'll be back with some other nonsense. But right now, you can catch that whole season. We just finished. Do you know the date this is posting, Mike?
July 11th.
Our season finale came out 4 days ago. So you can listen to the whole season.
Oh, beautiful. And yeah, as Anthony mentioned, I got to go to the Rock and Roller Coaster starring the Muppets opening. Anthony, I understand I have you to thank for even thinking of me for that. So thank you very much. That was amazing.
That is true. Joe, our editor, Joe Hennis, asked, is there, because he said, like, we got this press pass, but none of us are in Florida. Who do we know? And I'm like, Mike lives in Florida. We should reach out to Mike.
That was it. My qualifications were I can drive there, and Anthony knew that.
That's right. But also, I knew you would do a good job. I knew you'd be happy to do it.
Thank you.
I didn't know you'd get to meet Janice and Floyd, but
neither did I. I got to meet and interview Muppets, y'all. This is the first episode of this podcast that I get to talk about that, but that happened, so I guess I got a link to that now.
Yeah, you got it. And it was a great little interview.
Oh, it was amazing.
Sure. Yeah. Awesome.
Mike can verify that Muppets are real. They're not just cartoons.
They are real and they are spectacular.
Great.
Ren was wrong. Cartoons are not puppets.
Yeah, please give both of these fine folks shows a listen. They should be right up your alley if you're still listening to this. And you can follow them both from their names linked in the show notes of this episode or on adventcalendar.house, where everybody's got their own little profile page now to make it easier for everyone, especially me.
Oh, really? That's fantastic. I hadn't even seen that yet.
Oh, yeah, it's great. So now, like, you have a page and it's just indexed of all the episodes you're in for this, and then I can link out to all of your socials where you wish to be found.
Yeah. I got to be coming on 10 now.
You might be. Well, like I mentioned, next episode is Halloween in July, and it's been teased before, but it is finally time to spookalize. Join me in a couple days if you dare. Till then, for Ethan and Anthony, who got super excited when I said that.
Sure did.
From a little too securely under a sleeping dog's paw, along with the shredded remains of my deepest, most personal wishes, this is Mike Westfall reminding you, here at the bare end of this episode, to mind the icy patch. Good night, y'all.
This has been a presentation of the Retro Network.
Next time on the Advent Calendar House.
Knock, knock!
Who's there?
Bat!
Bat who?